Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. In a couple days on Saturday, AFC Wimbledon take on Crewe Alexandra. It's actually going to be quite a tough game. Crewe currently sit 6th place, we sit 11th I believe, 2 points off them, which is not far of a gap. But today in this video, we're going to go through Crewe Alexandra's results, their squad, their transfers, and the same with Wimbledon. But before we start the video, please remember to like the video as always and subscribe to the channel if you're new. But let's get into this video. So on Saturday, as I said in the intro, we take on Crewe Alexandra. To be honest, Crewe's start of the season wasn't the best. They had pretty much a draw in their first couple of games, and then they have started to pick up form now. When we look at their last 5 games, they had a narrow 1-0 loss to Bradford City away from home. Very tough place to go to grab any sort of points. Then they lost 2-0 on penalties to Crewe, to Port Vale, and then they beat high flyer Milton Keynes at the moment 3-1 at home, which was a very, very good result for them. And then they lost to Port Vale again, but this time in the Football League Trophy 1-0 that was. They also got a red card in that game, but then they went back to league action and beat Forest Green 4-1, which was a very, very good result. They are flying at the moment, to be honest. They are bringing around over apparently 500 Crewe fans to Wimbledon, which is very, very good support for the size and calibre of their club, Wimbledon. The home end ticket sales are doing very well as well. We have got a block in the away end as well, which will be going to home fans, which is good to see. I think the £5 offer that they've done is very good, and hopefully we can see more of that. But when we look at Crewe Alexandra's squad, at the moment, they've brought in some very decent players. Mickey Demetriou, he's already scored 3 and he's a centre-back. Came from Newport County, which, to be honest, he's played very well, and he's a very, very good addition for Crewe Alexandra. Their centre forwards, their strikers have been in the goals as well. Courtney Baker-Richardson, he's been a very good arrival for Crewe Alexandra in the last couple of games. I believe he scored 2 against Forest Green, 1 against MK, but he had a tricky start to the season. But as in the last couple of games, he scored 3 in about 4 games since he started scoring. Chris Long has scored 3, another centre forward, and another centre forward, Elliot Nevitt, has scored 3 as well. So they definitely have got strikers which can hurt us. But we will need to be cautious about them. When I look at Crewe's departures, to be honest, there hasn't been many that really worry me. But Uwakwe, who went to Swindon Town, was maybe a big loss for Crewe Alexandra, especially him going to another League 2 club. Dan Ajayi went to Leyton Orient, a striker which has scored a couple goals against us in the past for Crewe, and he's definitely one that will be missed for Crewe Alexandra. But I think the additions that they brought in have been very good, and they've replaced him well. He went to Leyton Orient, massive miss. Obviously, as I said, he scored many goals against us before. He scores a decent amount of goals per season for Crewe, so that is definitely one that will be a loss for Crewe. But they definitely have recruited well, and they do look like a very good side at the moment. Now, when we look at the home side, our side, AFC Wimbledon, the start of the season was so good for us, but we still haven't picked up a home league win. Wrexham was very close, Forest Green was close, but then we did lose narrowly to Stockport County. To be honest, that game we had so many players out. We had, just off the top of my head, Joe Lewis was obviously not allowed to play as he's on loan from Stockport County. Ali Al-Hamadi was on international duty for Iraq, and they won it was some sort of Asian Cup, I believe, that they played, and he did score against India in the semi-finals of the competition, which is good to see. It was a penalty as well, and due to the fact that he's missed a couple already this season, that gives him good confidence. Hopefully against Crewe he can score a outfield goal, a penalty, whatever it is. Even if it's not the best goal that he's ever scored in his life, it will just be great to see him on the score sheet. Connor Evans couldn't play. We have so many injuries at the moment, maybe not so many, but Jake Reeves and Armani Little, the 2 centre mids, our captain Jake Reeves, they are so important for us. Wimbledon tweeted about how Jake Reeves will be in hospitality, so he won't be playing, but maybe Armani Little, we don't know. I believe it was 1-2 weeks, the injury last week, he said. So maybe, hopefully, he could be back, but we don't really know the injury news until AFC Wimbledon posts the preview video. that Johnny Jackson will do an interview, so we will see then. But it's going to be an interesting game. We really, really need to turn things around. We've got our better players back. Joe Lewis, Al Hamady, Connor Evans can play as well, and the new signings are looking good. Bugle's still looking good. He came on the other day. I believe he maybe should have started, but hopefully he will start alongside Ali on Saturday against Crewe. Charlie Lakin looks really good in midfield as well, on loan from Burton Albion until January. I think he looks really good. He's composed, he's confident on the ball, which is what we need, especially with Jake Reeves and Armani Little out due to their injuries. But hopefully they are back soon. But yeah, going to be a very tough game. We started well but have dropped off lately. Crewe Alexandra started not the best but have picked up form. So hopefully we can turn their form around and we can hopefully get a win. A home league win under our belts is great to see, and then if we do win we can push up to, I believe it's the playoffs. We can go above Crewe as we are 2 points away from them, so I do believe we can win. Ali Al Hamadi's back, Joe Lewis is back, Connor Evans is back. I believe the starting 11 maybe wasn't the best against Stockport County a week ago, but obviously with the injuries and players out on international and due to the fact of the loans, we did maybe have to change the squad up a little bit. Davison did score against Stockport County, which was great to see. Hasn't really played as he wanted to in the first couple of games of the season, but it's great to see him get on the score sheet. So that will boost his confidence as well going into the next couple of games. But my score prediction for Saturday's game, Crewe Alexandra at home, I'm going to go with a narrow 1-0 win. We haven't kept a clean sheet in a while. But I think we will win. I think it'll be a late goal. I think it'll be a really tight game, especially because Crewe are on good form, but we do have our good players back. We just need to keep tight defensively and get a goal up front, maybe 1-0, 2-0. But I'm going to go AFC Wimbledon 1, Crewe Alexandra 0. That is the end of the video of my match preview of AFC Wimbledon versus Crewe Alexandra. Going to be a great attendance, great atmosphere, as always. It is always at Plough Lane. Will be a matchday vlog on Saturday, shortly out after kickoff. Full time, sorry, not kickoff, so look out for that. Remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. On the road to 1,000 subscribers, so close to get it. Thank you for watching. Up the Dons.